G'day, welcome back to Life in the Rowboat. You recall that last time we were together we were talking about the coxswain and the relevance of the coxswain to our rowboat analogy and what it means to do life in the rowboat. You'll recall that in a rowing 8, for example, the coxswain is the 9th person in the boat. And the coxswain's the only one who is actually facing in the direction of the future. So we came to the realisation that in our analogy, the coxswain is indeed Yeshua, for he alone knows the future. Well, today I want to move on and look at the oars. I mean, what's a rowboat without the oars? It's not going anywhere. And it took me a little while, to be quite honest, for the penny to drop as to where the oars fit into the overall analogy. And one day it just came to me that the oars are trust and obey. Now, as you'd expect, the word pictures for these two words, trust and obey, are quite insightful. So let's begin with trust. And the word picture for trust is inside the surrounding fence. Inside the surrounding fence. Yes, it harks back to when we were talking about the rowboat itself being our ark or a picture of grace. And of course the word picture for grace is a fence that protects life. And so trust is inside that surrounding fence of grace. Amazing connection. It really blew me away when I began to delve into that reality. What about the other oar? We have trust. What about the oar obey? Well, the word picture behind obey is to see the name. And of course, this word picture ties into our understanding of the coxswain. So to obey is to see the name of Yeshua, or to see the name of God. And so we see that these two are powerfully connected to our overall picture of life in the rowboat. Now, after I'd pondered the relevance of the oars for a little while, trust and obey, it suddenly dawned on me that unlike in the rowboat, where you have to engage both oars at the same moment in order to get that smooth movement into the future, I had dealt with trust and obey quite differently. In my mind, I'd actually treated them as two separate functions, if you like. So first of all, if I was being asked to trust someone, I'd go through all the little check boxes in my mind as to what things did I need to see in that person before I'd be willing to trust them. And so I'd go through my list, tick, 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 tick. Yep, got the trust thing all squared away and done. And then on the basis of that result, I was then able to go, well, okay, now that I know I trust this person, I can think about obeying this person or entering into a relationship with this person where not only are we trusting one another, but we're willing to obey and respond to the words spoken by that person. And it suddenly dawned on me that if I took my way of thinking about trust and obey and applied it to the rowboat, which effectively means initially I'm only engaging the trust oar What happens to the rowboat when I only engage one oar, whether it be trust or obey? I end up going round and round in circles. So that was a powerful eye-opener for me, that in the context of the rowboat, I actually need to engage both oars at the same time. I need to be trusting and obeying simultaneously in order to move into my future. Trust that's been helpful. Look forward to seeing you next time in Life on the Rowboat.